The XDM server is delivered with a robust and modular diagnostics capabilities. As the IT professional that manages the XDM server, you have the option to use each one of the diagnostics utilities in order to monitor the server. Moreover, the Diagnostic Dashboard utility provides a user-friendly web interface and collaborates the information from the diagnostics command line utilities into a nice graphical presentation. You can run the utility locally on the XDM server host machine from a command line or by using a shortcut menu, and it will launch the default browser to show the information. This utility consolidates the information gathered by other diagnostics utility and visually presents all the information on a web page to make it easier on you to understand the state of the XDM server. This is how it looks like. The information is divided into 3 tabs. Just below the top menu bar there is a Server Actions area, which you can hide or choose to present. Notifications about the server status will pop up here. You can dismiss a notification and also click to view all the available server actions, which you can execute directly from here. The Home tab presents the summary information of the XDM server status, the configuration, alerts, and the events timeline.
Under Diagnostics Checks, problems identified will be indicated with a warning or an error icon. In addition, you will get a link for more detailed information, while for error, you will even get a link to run the Diag Troubleshooter directly from the dashboard. Also on the homepage are general XDM server information and also a link to the active configuration. Here you can see the information such as URL and port that clients should use in order to communicate with the XDM server. To emphasize the fact that all the information in the Diag dashboard are also available by using command line utilities, let me switch to a console in order to run Diag client info and get exactly the same information as we see on the dashboard homepage. In a similar way, there is a command line utility for each and every piece of information that you see in the dashboard. The choice is yours. Under the XDM server events, you get a list of all the server events filtered by time. Here you can see information about the start and stop events of the processes related to the XDM server. You get all the triggered alerts and their resolved timing, as well as the timing of all the utilities that were used. Scrolling down, we see more or less the same information, but this time on a timeline graph. Visualization of the events on the timeline with an option to zoom in and out will help you understand what happened to the XDM server recently.
This information can be very useful when investigating a problem, since it is presented in chronological order and grouped by the type of the event, under Utilities, MGC/MDS, and Alerts. On the Dashboard tab, each widget is dedicated to a specific module. You can drag the widgets to change their locations. And under Widget Settings, you can turn on and off the appearance of each widget. Here, you get the detailed list of the server status. While here, you get the status of the environment and all the resources that the XDM server is configured to use. The SSL information provides diagnostics about the certificate being used, such as the expiration date and the root certificate. The Backup and Restore widgets presents the status of the latest backup and restore operations. The Uptime utility provides statistics about the uptime of the XDM server and its processes. You can enlarge the widget to view a graphical diagram and much more statistics. The definition of all the matrix is also available. The Log Scanner widget provides a summary of all the errors found in the logs. The information is filtered by time, since a specific event, or by a free text search. Based on the counter of the number of errors in each log file, you might want to click and see the error details grouped by each log file. On the right, you have the option to open the log file in order to learn more about the problem. The Performance tab has a resource threshold widget. The icons indicate the current status of the matrix, while you can enlarge each objective to view the historic information on a graph with zoom in and filtering capabilities.
On the right menu, you have the option to export logs to a zip file.
Under Settings, you can modify the diagnostic settings. You can choose to automatically download the latest diagnostics data from Mentor when running the Diag troubleshooter. You can define the port of the Diagnostics Diag dashboard and also check for its availability, as well as updating the SMTP server and the receiver email that the Alert Monitor utility will use for sending emails. The widget settings will allow you to present or hide widgets on the dashboard and on the Performance tabs. Last, under the Alert settings, you have the option to activate or disable each alert and define the time interval for the alert to run. Remember to save your settings.
As soon as you finish deploying the XDM server, an Alert Monitor utility will be running on the background and will constantly monitor your system. Once the Alert Monitor will observe conditions that might impact your active XDM server, it will log them. You will also receive an alert email with information about the problem detected, so that you can take preventive actions in order to fix the problem, sometimes even before your XDM server or your clients will be affected. In this session, we demo the Diag dashboard utility. We emphasize the fact that all the information on the dashboard can be reached by using different command line utilities. The visualization of the dashboard is its greatest advantage, as we saw in the XDM server timeline graph. We reviewed many metrics and capabilities that are presented in the dashboard, such as server performance metrics and the Alert Monitor settings.
We demonstrated that you can launch several server actions directly from the Diagnostics dashboard, and those will be available for you based on the state of the XDM server. On our next diagnostics video, we will demo troubleshooting of the XDM server.